Hello, welcome to Scholastic Tutors, scholastic.teachable.com. In this video, we are going to look at discrete random variables. What is a discrete random variable? Let's take an example. Let's take 3 coins and let's toss them. So what we know in a coin, there are 2 options, either head or a tail. So if you toss them, so basically what we can get is a sample space, let's say it's omega, can consist of either all heads. So when you toss them, we may get all heads of the 3 coins, or all tails of the 3 coins, or otherwise sometimes 2 heads and 1 tail, 1 head and 2 tails, and maybe 1 head, tail and head, or tail, head and tail, or either we can tail, tail and head. Tail, head, head is the last possible combination. So there are 8 possible outcomes in this sample space omega. So what is a random variable? So we can actually define something like random variable is the number of heads. So that's for example. So we can define a random variable to be equal to the number of heads in one of the throws. Say that means we'll assume it's to be x, random variable x. So therefore random variable can take values either 3, in this case all heads, or 2 heads, or 1 head, or 0 heads. So that means this particular random variable can have the 4 possibilities, either all heads, only 2 heads, or 1 head, or 0 heads. So this is the these are the possible values for these random variables to take. Okay, so now we can define something like probability of random variable x to take value 0. So what is the probability of this random variable x to take value 0? So if you look at this sample space, they are all equiprobable. So we assume these are fair coins. So therefore there are 8 possibilities. Each one will have a probability of 1 over 8. So 1 over 8, so if there is 1 over 8 probability for each event, that means probability of getting x equal to 0, that means no head, is this particular event is 1 over 8. Easy, isn't it? Similarly, if you look at the probability of getting random variable x equal to 1, just 1 head, is if you look at the sample space, let's see the possibilities. X equal to 1, that is here 3, 0, 2, 1, this is one possibility, and then head, there's 1 head here, and then 1 head here. So there are 2 heads. Therefore there are 3 possibilities. That means each one is 1 over 8 probable. So there is 1 over 8 and 1 over 8. That means 3 over 8 is the probability that the random variable x can take value 1. So let's try the third one, x equal to 2, random variable x equal to 2 is again, that means how many heads 2 heads is here, 2 heads is here, and 2 heads here. So there are again 3 possibilities: 1 over 8, 1 over 8, and 1 over 8. So again, that is 3 by 8 is the probability of random variable to take value equal to 2. The last option is that probability of random variable equal to 3. Again, if you look at the sample space, we can see only one possibility, that is this possibility H. The others you can't get 3 heads. So therefore, the random variable x to take value 3 equal to 1 over 8. Very easy, isn't it? So this is a simple random variable which normally we use in many data analytics calculations, and one of the basics of data analytics. And also we can define a function such that, let's define a function such that p function is p xi. So which is the function probability simple p. Xi are the different possibilities, like xi can be 0, xi can be 1, xi can be 2, xi can be 3. So which is equal to probability capital P of x equal to xi, little x suffix I. And here we should know that sigma of I pxi should be equal to 1. The probabilities, if you add all the probabilities, it should be equal to 1 for this sample space. So this function is actually called probability mass function. It's a very important term here, probability mass function. So it's a little bit longer word, but still it's quite frequently used. Sometimes we call it frequency function. So it's quite often used in data analytics. So let's draw a simple graph to show how it appears normally. So you might see something like this, and axis is xi, and this is simple pxi. This is the function pxi, which is called the probability mass function, and then these values from 0, 1, 2, 3, and the probabilities can be decimal values, or we can just put as it is 1 over 8, 2 over 8, 3 over 8. So best if we can put in decimal values, but still you can put it as a fraction here. So probability mass function, the first frequency for xi equal to 0 is equal to 1 over 8, and then 3 over 8, and then 3 over 8 for x equal to 2, and then x equal to 3, 1 over 8. So this is a simple picture of the probability mass function. Probability mass function. Quite easy, isn't it? So those the terms looks bit lengthy and difficult, but when you look at the actual picture, it's quite easy. Hopefully you grasp that term for discrete random variable. That is a random variable x. We define a probability mass function, which is the simple p within bracket simple x suffix I. Thank you.